Alright, welcome back to my channel. This is 247 Eval Garage, and today's focus is going to be on the 2002 Camaro SS. And if you watch some of my earlier videos, you'll see that I found this car. It had been in storage for a very long time. I thought it was in storage since 2007. It may have been in storage since 2004, in fact. So I was worried a little bit about the car when I first got it home. It was a very ultra low kilometer car. It had less than 4,000 kilometers on it, and that's like around 2,200 or 2,300 miles. Not even that. And but no, the car passed safety. I didn't have to do much to it to get it back on the road, a little cleanup underneath and what have you. New tires, of course. But I drove it a little bit, and I've been driving it on and off sporadically this summer. And I've put a little bit of mileage in the car. It's still an ultra low kilometer car. It's still around 4,000, just over 4,000 kilometers. I think 4,300 or 4,400, something like that. So that's like, I don't know, 2,500 miles. That's nothing. This car is like it's a museum piece, really clean. But lately I've been noticing a chirp come from the front of the car when I first started in a cold start, and I drive it for a few miles, kilometers, whatever. And it makes a little noise. So I did a little investigation and took things apart. As you can see, I've got some stuff taken apart here. And that is what I did was I changed the pulley on the right there. That was the serpentine belt tensioner pulley. I thought that would be the most logical cause of noise on this car. Put everything back together, but it's still making noise. So I'm digging deeper a little bit. I'm looking at things, and I go over here to the power steering pulley, and look at that. Look at that. The thing is wobbling around like crazy. I shouldn't be doing that. It's shot. So I'm going to have to remove that. And while I'm at it, I have to disconnect the upper rad hose, move that out of the way so I can get the pulley puller on there. And I'll probably be doing a coolant change in this machine because it has never been done. That's original Dex Cool from 2002, so I'm not sure how good that is, but probably not very good. And below that is the alternator, and that it does makes a little tiny little squeak, so I may pull that off too and have that changed. And there's an idler pulley in there. While I'm at it, I might as well change that. Water pump's quiet. There's no noise coming from that at all. That's fine. So I think the problem with this car is, yeah, the wobbly pulley, which looks like it's separated from the center section that's been pressed on. Fun times. So I'll be pulling off that pulley, and not sure which way I'm going to go. If I'm going to go with the original style pulley, probably not. I may opt for an aluminum pulley, which I can access the bolts to remove the power steering pump. Not sure the exact brand name right now, but that's probably where I'm going to go with it. That original bearing, there's nothing wrong with it, so like I'm even debating on putting that back on, but probably not. There was some grease coming out of it. It's been sitting for a long time, and so I got a new one on there now. Might as well go with a new idler pulley also in there and change all that stuff up. So this is the joy of resurrecting a car that's been parked for, I don't know, 19 years or 17 years. I don't know how long it's been parked. It might have been 2004. I've got a oil change sticker on the windshield that says change oil. I'm going to show it to you. Change oil at, I think it's at 7,000 kilometers. Yeah, there it is. It says October 21st, 2004. Service due date 7,800 kilometers, and the car does not have 7,800 kilometers on it. The car's currently got like, I don't know the key on me right now, but 4,400 and change or something like that. So there's that. So my suspicion is the car has been in storage a very, very long time, probably 2004. And resurrecting this thing has been not too bad, but now I'm running into a few little minor issues like this. This thing here. I mean, I can't get it off to center mounts. I have to pull that, and I'll be able to remove that and then replace it. Is it a big deal? No, but something I got to do. Okay, I'll be back when I get deeper into this. Okay, well, I did have some video of me actually removing the pulley and reinstalling the new pulley. I did not go with the aluminum pulley that can access the bolts to pull off the power steering pump, and nor did I change the idler pulley or anything else in the front of this car. Not sure what happened to my video that I made with me actually pulling the actual pulley and installing a new one. Disappeared into somewhere, I don't know. But the job is done, and there's no more chirping going on. And I did end up going with an original GM part for the power steering pump pulley, and that is the original power steering pump pulley. You can't really kind of hear it, kind of rattling. That was separating. You see some corrosion there between that metal part, and this is a composite of some sort here. So that's the stuff that can happen if your car doesn't get driven for 20 years. So I didn't screw around. I got a new part. I was going to get a new part from Rock Auto or a few other places, at a local parts place that could get it to me overnight as a Dorman part, but I ended up going with a genuine GM part, and that's roughly around 90 bucks Canadian, which is not crazy expensive, but it's expensive. And as I showed you before, this is the original pump for the idler pulley for the tensioner belt, and it's fine keeping that as a spare. But I did that, and in order to do this job, I used the in Canada here, we don't have a Harbor Freight, but we have a Princess Auto, so I used a Power Fist pulley remover and installer set made out of high quality material from Chinesium material. And let me show you why I say that. As if this will focus, you can see how this is attempting to round out. I did use a 12-point part of my box and wrench to leverage that. So, and it's still soft as shit, so it's rounding out. And this is the actual puller part, and you can see there you go. Like you got stuff like that going on with it. And I'm not saying it's a terrible bad set. I've used this set twice since I bought it several years ago. Once to do a 94 Mustang pulley on a power steering pump, coincidentally, and to do this 2002 Camaro. So did it do its job? Absolutely. Is it a high quality piece of tooling? No. But it did its job. And would I use it again? Well, yeah, I probably would, but I'd probably have to go out and get myself another pulley puller set at some point. But whatever, it is what it is. And the difficulty here was that there's not a lot of room between that hub and that hose, and there's a lot of sharp plastic in here. But I did manage to get that pulley off, the old one off, and put the new one on, and chirping's all gone. The hose were good. I did a coolant swap. Had never been done before. This car had original 2002 Dexcool in it, so not sure how good that stuff was, but it's got fresh Prestone 50/50 with distilled water. Yes, I used distilled water. I didn't just go use the stuff from the hose. I want to make sure I put the good stuff in there. But the job is done, and she's not chirping now, and it's good to go. So, unfortunately, for educational instruction purposes, I don't have the video of me pulling the actual pulley and reinstalling it, but there was a modicum of sweat and cursing going on during the job, but it got done. So this is the kind of stuff you're going to run into a car that has been in storage a long time. And as I showed earlier in this video, it had been probably stored since 2000. I'm guessing since 2004, even though it was plated to 2007. I don't believe it actually saw the road since 2004. And for a car that's been sitting that long, it did need surprisingly little to get it back to drivable condition. The pulley and the power steering pump was unexpected, but that's the kind of stuff that, like I said, that can happen when the car sits for a long time. So it's fixed now. And parts are getting, I'm not going to say hard to find, but it's a little more of a challenge to find stuff for a 2002 Camaro. Even though it's an LS motor, there are different variations of the LS motor, and yeah, that kind of stuff like pulleys and stuff are specific to certain models. And this one was a little bit of a challenge, but like I said, the GM dealer came to the rescue, as they usually do with kind of stuff like this. Not always. And I was fortunate but able to fix the car and get it back up and running. So it's functional and running and not chirping now. Yeah, so to wrap this video up, unfortunately no video of me actually pulling and reinstalling the pulley. It got lost somewhere in the ether, I don't know where, but suffice to say the job is done, and the car is functional and drivable again, and I will be putting some miles on it really soon. Now, as all you will know out there from earlier videos I've made, that I do have the car for sale, and I've been holding out for a price on this car, and I do have an interested party or two on the car, but again, I'm not letting it slip for a whole lot less than what I think is fair, because it is such a low kilometer car, and they're hard to find. I'm not sure you can find another one like it. Okay, hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, the usual, like and subscribe, and if you didn't, oh well. Until next time, I'll be seeing you.